If you give them a chance, they will what? The mortals fear allowing kindness for those they have abused, as if the abuse has transformed them into a state whose flesh has been transformed by the massive betrayal of all other mortals. Inky black chaos accumulating under the skin as a full-body tattoo, a marking of the destruction and wrong that has been done to them, whose blood runs inky and black, that smells of ink, that smells of sour milk and pus, that smells of sour ink, that smells of sour milk and pus, culminating in the incendiary rage. The fear that if one who was abused is allowed to live a life free of abuse, that something terrible will happen. A violation of the primordial sequence. A violation of the primordial sequence of events. That only one granted consistent access to respect, to freedom, to fairness, to kindness, to sex, to trust, to friendship, employment, and the like, can sustain a healthy and comfortable existence with those things. However, to introduce the good things in life to those who have been deprived, to those who have been betrayed, will result in a catastrophic destruction of all involved. And thus, at that point, one can only turn their back on the victim. And it swells in a rage, the incendiary rage that delights in the destruction, the lifeless, pain-stricken bodies hitting the ground, mangled and limp, the flesh being cut, bleeding, liquefying, the pleasure of rendering the bodies of those abused. It is the nature of Homo sapiens to use and then dispose of those they victimize. Once they can no longer tolerate. Once they have used and abused their victims. Once they have used and abused their victims to a point, they then reach the point of desiring to dispose of their victims. If I could warn you of what to expect upon this world with the social were I to warn you of what to expect with the social beings of this world, it is don't let them abuse you. Any abuse must be met with aggressive response. Any abuse must be met with aggressive and immediate response. For if you do not, it will escalate endlessly until you are no more. Be wary of that.